So, you've been storming the internet way too much. Maybe you've been on applying to college Reddit for way too long. And all you see for students who are trying to get into these top colleges are these absolute stacked resumes of kids who have done all sorts of research, started their nonprofits, started their own companies. They have crazy internships and jobs at some of the most top companies in the world. They have leadership positions. It seems like they have it all. Some of them might even be making money from the companies that they've started. But then you go down to the comments section and you see people just saying, you don't have a shot at getting this college. You're not good enough. You're not showing a story. You don't seem to have a spike. You are going to get outcompeted by everybody else. Then the actual physical statistics roll out of which colleges they were admitted to and which ones they weren't. And it turns out they actually didn't get in. Your mind is blown. How in the world are kids getting, first of all, more and more stacked with their resumes? And how are they not being able to get into these colleges at all? They're making money. Some of them are making money from their companies, and it's still not enough. What is the future? What might happen? Well, we will find out in this video. Hello everybody and welcome to the Striking Talks channel, and once again, I'm your host, The Striker, and in this episode, I will be making a crazy prediction about the college admissions process. Is the prediction I'm about to make serious or accurate in any regard? Probably not. However, it is fun to speculate how this entire process could turn out in the future. So, let's begin with this crazy episode. Okay, so in my introduction, I talked about just how crazy all these students have gotten with stockpiling their resumes, with all of these activities and nonprofits and research and companies that they're doing, and what this could even mean for the future of college admissions. Well, this is what's going to happen. Competition is slowly, actually not even slowly, it's quickly increasing, exponentially you could even say, with generations of students outdoing each other, pushing the boundaries, accomplishing more and more things than the generation before it. We all know the meme, I think we've all seen it, where you have to cure cancer just to get into a top college. It's not the other way around anymore, where you have to get an education out of college so you have the knowledge to actually build a cure to cancer. But even if that statement is just a meme, there is some truth behind the point that it's trying to make. And that's the fact that the standards keep on rising. Okay? So here's where the prediction begins. So let's imagine this hypothetical scenario decades into the future. Okay? You are a top-tier college student, and you're trying to get into an Ivy League. And what have you done? Well, you've started a company, and you might be actually profiting and making a lot of money. Then you start to wonder, hey, wait a minute. If I'm making so much money from my company, if I have been able to teach myself a lot of knowledge about biology or physics just from doing so much research and having to learn all this content in high school, if I'm able to teach myself enough computer science to get a job, maybe through coding an app or starting your own company in that regard, why do I need to go to college in the first place? I have gotten so much knowledge that I can actually take the risk, bypass college entirely, and pursue my dreams. It's not even necessary anymore. And what's going to happen to the students that these colleges accept? Well, if all the top tier students realize that they don't need college anymore to achieve their dreams, they're not going to go to college, and colleges would have to admit lower tiered students who now actually want to go to college. One of the biggest counterstatements to the argument I'm making here is that, well, you can't say you have a Harvard degree if you don't have a Harvard degree, right? If you don't have a degree, you can't go up to a company and say, hey, I have a degree in biophysics if you've never actually gotten that degree. You can't just say you've studied it extensively. But here's the thing. having a degree, having that piece of paper, is just a social contract. Remember, there was a time where not that many people actually went to college, and you could get a job fairly easily without it. Also remember that there was a time where people would get a degree in something random, whether it's a liberal arts or whatever, and then they would get a job in something else. It's only now that there seems to be a larger push for getting a college education and it having a social value. So as social constructs change throughout time, we might reach a point in the future where having a college degree is no longer a requirement or a necessity by society. And this might coincide with the same time that the top tier students decide not to attend college. So, in the end, what's going to happen? The top tier students bypass college entirely, and because of the change of social constructs in the world, they don't need to have a degree to show that they're knowledgeable in these skill sets. They can show it through the companies that they might have built, the crazy research they might have done in their subject area of expertise, or through other means of showcasing your skills and competencies to other companies. And colleges, of course, will now have to admit lower tiered students, who are the only ones left that have to go there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content that you saw, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, hit that bell icon, and stay tuned for more content coming in the future. Peace out, guys.